All right, guys. Deb doesn't know yet, but I actually got her steer assist for her JL for Christmas. She thinks I'm a terrible husband, and I didn't get her anything, and I haven't done any shopping, but little does she know, we're about to unveil PSC steering, so hopefully she's excited. Hold on. Can I close the door? Okay, so I know I'm a terrible husband, and all I do is buy Jeep parts for Christmas presents.
It's true.
But Merry Christmas.
Oh my God! I can finally steer. This is so awesome. All right, guys. Today is the day. For many of you guys that have been watching our channel, you guys know how much I have struggled with the steering on the DEBICON.
Keep it that way. Muscles, let's go down.
All right, should we do a little unboxing action?
Yeah.
For all your goodies. Okay, so this will be the arm that your steering ram will connect to. It's actually a specialty piece I got that's not part of this kit. All right, so we will not be using these in the kit. This is for a weld-on kit. PSC actually makes this really awesome bolt-on kit. So we're gonna be using the bolt-on. I actually think it's a little beefier. It's an aluminum one, won't rust, and there's not a lot of places other than the track bar mount to weld onto. So I'm gonna be using the bolt-on bracket. We have our ram itself. This is also a piece that we will not be using. We're gonna be using a different one, but this is what would go on to your tie rod. We're gonna be using a different one. I'll go ahead and pull that out. We're going to be using this one, which is a little bit beefier of a unit. So let's go ahead and pull this guy out and compare it for you. All right, so if you look just the size-wise, you can tell this is a much beefier unit. But the biggest thing we're after is actually what's called double shear. So if you look at this, it's supported top and bottom. That's what's called being in double shear, because you have to shear 2 points on the bolt to break it, whereas this is single shear, so only the bolt head is actually holding the piece in. So this is not as strong as this, despite all the extra beef, but just this component right here, the double shear, is what we're after. PSC, really cool. Whenever you get their parts, their kits are extremely complete, so it already came with pre-cut and pre-terminated hoses, which is really nice. You don't get that if you get a universal kit, but if you get the pre-built kits, you get that. Get some PSC stickers. I already have PSC stickers, but you know, nice to have. Let's go to this bad boy. All right, this is one of PSC's signature products. This is called their Big Bore steering box, and it is a bad unit. It's significantly upgraded from the stock piece, and it also has the additional ports to run your ram. You can see this whole billet end plate. This thing is super beefy, zero play, very high quality. So this box is actually bigger. So they even take the time to send you some galvanized bolts to go in to replace the factory ones. That won't be quite long enough. All right, so this is a bracket they give you for the steering cooler. So their kit actually comes with a power steering cooler. Again, it is a PSC kit, which means it's extremely complete. It even comes with their special power steering fluid. So the diesels, actually all JLs, use a electric hydraulic steering pump. And that's one of the reasons why the JL steering sucks so bad, to be completely honest. is the pump can only make about 1200 PSI of pressure. So PSC engineered this bad boy, which is an upgraded unit, which is actually capable of 1800 PSI, but you can still use it on the diesel applications. So for the gas applications, they actually have a traditional gear-driven pump that'll use a belt, but you can't get that for the diesels. So you have to use this upgraded hydraulic pump. You'll also need this upgraded hydraulic pump if you have a 392. And slightly different stickers. Ooh. Last piece of the puzzle here. I'm actually not gonna take everything out of this one just because I don't wanna lose it. But this is a extruded power steering cooler. These work really good for most applications, as long as you're not doing Hydro Boost as part of it as well. And that is our kit.
So what are we gonna have to do with the DEBICON? I know that we had an extra steering stabilizer on there, or a beefier one.
Yeah, so we have the Fox steering stabilizer. So I actually spec'd these for your upgraded steering. So we have the Apex 2.5 ton steering kit on the DEBICON now. So it's a 1 3/4 inch tie rod. So this will fit that. And then we have, we'll be removing the Fox steering stabilizer and ultimately just putting all this stuff on. So we'll be disassembling a lot of the front end, both inner fender wells. We'll have to hydraulic steering on one side, power steering box on the other. So it's gonna be a pretty in-depth ordeal. My guess is it'll take us probably 4 to 6 hours to get it all done.